I'm excited to share inspiring stories from individuals around the globe as we celebrate global wellness milestones in the months of May and June. Today, I'm really excited to welcome Abirami. Hi, Abi.
Hello,
Where are you calling us from?
Seattle,
Awesome. How's
Washington.
the weather like?
It's usual, pretty rainy and cloudy.
Yes, I'm calling from Seattle as well. So, all right. Thank you for joining us. So, I'm just going to start this off by having you share a bit about your wellness journey and some of the challenges that you have overcome.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm really glad and thankful to be here and sharing my journey on your platform.
Thank you. Go for it.
Um, so I'm Abby Iyer. I'm a full-time employee with Microsoft. I'm a mother of two kids. As you can imagine, a lifestyle that most women carry on their shoulders. Most recently, I am a breast cancer survivor. I'm stage 3 invasive lobular carcinoma. For lack of better words, patient, right? I'm still navigating the challenges that comes with it. Honestly, life put me at a crossroad when I was going through the treatments for breast cancer. And when I was going through chemotherapy, which was an integral part of the treatment, I was fighting life and death day in and out. And after a few rounds, I was pretty exhausted to a state of being lifeless and stuck in bed. And I wanted to take care of myself. So that's how, honestly, my wellness journey began. I started working with a coach and started unpacking, some of the baggages that I carried within me that helped me continue the treatments. Of course, as you can imagine, treatments like chemotherapy, radiation, and of course, tamoxifen, which is a daily medicine that I'm on, that I have to take actually for the next 10 years to make sure that, I'm healthy, have a lot of side effects. And, just to name a few, I deal with neuropathy, which is a neurological impact that these treatments and medicines have created. Joint pain, exhaustion, heart flashes, you name it. I have a bunch of side effects that comes with these treatments. However, I closely work with my medical team to combat these challenges. It's an everyday journey. Let me call it a journey. I don't want to use the words battle or struggle. It's an everyday journey. I have to reset myself every day. And thankfully, I have a great care team that helps me combat these challenges. And what I learned honestly from this journey is that to take care of myself first. So self love and self care is the most important lesson that I learned. Honestly, until then, until I sat down with my coach, I have never heard of that word self love. And I was very surprised when those when they were trying to teach me about taking care of myself, because I am a people pleaser. I just kept taking care of others. I just kept giving and giving. And I've carried a lot of childhood trauma. My life had been very complex, navigating toxicity, stress from work, personal life, and I just didn't prioritize myself enough. And I learned that healing is holistic. It's well rounded. Our body, mind, and spirit all needs to be aligned for the wellness to happen, and that was a awakening moment for me, to realize that. So now, I practice, pretty balanced lifestyle, which includes exercise, diet, sleep, nutrition, and I nourish myself, take care of my emotional health, and deeply rooted spiritual practices, right? So those are biggest lessons that I've learned from this journey. And what I want to share to everyone else is faith and hope. That is the biggest lesson, right? Life constantly keeps throwing curveballs at us, and we should never lose hope or trust in the process of life. And of course, we all have responsibilities, right? We carry responsibilities to ourselves which we need to fulfill ourselves first. When we take better care of ourselves, we can fulfill the needs for our families better. We also have responsibilities for the community. We have to give back, right? Because we grow together. We grow together. And I want to mention this to everyone that we are never alone in this journey. Never ever alone. And thank you for listening to my journey, my learnings, and I really appreciate and thank you, Shalini, for giving me this platform to
No,
share with
I
everyone.
just want to say I know you personally as well, and I mean, I of course met your mom, and I feel like both of you are just power women, and I'm so glad that you're making a difference in the community. I know you've been awarded in multiple avenues. You've been a speaker. You've come out, spoken about, breast cancer, your struggles, all of it, and I think that's so important because I feel there are very few women who first want to actually, come out, speak about it, and they're even comfortable about it, right? And I think the second part is wanting to make a difference in the community and help others who are going through this journey. I think that's all the more critical.
Yeah,
So, no, I really admire you, and definitely one day at a time is how we all go through life, right? Because
exactly.
we just know what we know right now. I mean, nobody knows what tomorrow promises or brings, right? So I think we just need to enjoy this moment. And to your point, mind, body, spirit, that's really what the definition of yoga is.
Yeah,
And so, I mean, definitely when I think about holistic wellness, right, I think totally important. And I'm so glad you're doing the right things, you're bringing awareness, and you're working on yourself. I mean,
yeah.
that's the most important thing.
Yep, and it's a constant work in progress. That's another thing I learned. There is never a set goal. You need to continuously evolve yourself. That's one of the biggest learnings too.
Yes. I mean, absolutely. One of the values of Microsoft, right? I mean, I'm in Microsoft as well, but growth mindset, always trying to push your boundaries,
Yeah.
trying to learn something new, right? Which is where we all grow. So awesome. So before we end, any one kind of word of encouragement or wisdom that you want to leave the audience with?
Like I said, hope and faith, right? We have to carry that every single day because I learned that life, we cannot change what happens in our life, it is bound to happen. But what we can change is how we respond to it. How we prepare ourselves and respond to it is what we can control and what we can get better at. So that's what I want everyone, to start working on themselves, and practice a lot of positivity, and self love and self care because life is life.
Yep, we learn every step along the way, right? I mean, I always believe that every person, every story teaches us something. So,
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure there is something, right, that has made you a much stronger person, and clearly you're making a huge impact. So, thank you.
Thank you.
So, before we end, Abhi, do you want to share your social media or any place where people can connect or reach out to you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm very active on Facebook and Instagram. Abby Iyer 2.0 is my profile name. And as a breast cancer survivor, of course, I'm a big advocate for unique needs parenting as well. I also do beauty pageants, fashion, and modeling as well, because I want to tell women after going through pretty cathartic treatments, honestly, many women lose their self esteem. And many women are also battling complexities in their family life as well. After going through what they have gone through, they don't get enough support. So I want to tell all the women out there that we can bounce back much more stronger, much more beautiful, and we can actually spread the beauty in our heart, right? The positivity in our heart to others, who are having a challenging day, right? Who are overcoming an obstacle, right? Everybody is fighting something. So I really want to spread that positivity and kindness to our communities. So I would be happy, please follow me and, give me ideas, feedback. I'm very open for collaboration as well. Abby Iyer 2.0 is my social media profile. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, Abhi.
Thank you. And thank you, everyone, for giving me this opportunity.